Howdy folks, here in my dad's dream shop again, just doing a quick update. I would like to keep this video to 10 minutes or less. Won't really be monitoring comments, but feel free to post your comments or questions here and I will try to answer them as we go. But we are live. Hey Dad.
Hey, kind of an update on the dream shop tour last year. It's become more of a dream shop. But as any of you know, if you have a shop, you're constantly tweaking, you're constantly using your experiences to change things and make them more applicable to you and what you want to do. One thing I did last year, or since last year, is I ended up building some drawers under my workbench to where you can store various things like brad nails and all if you have the pneumatic nailers. I made these containers so that I could pull my nails out and put them into the appropriate gun. I have basically my 18 gauge and my 16 gauge, and I have staples in here also. But that's one drawer. On both ends of this bench, I've built drawers for storage. They're not completed yet. This drawer is the least completed. Over here on this end of the bench, and I'm a big person with full extension glides, and I can get them relatively reasonable for under $10 a piece. This is a 28-inch full extension glide, which gets the drawer out from the edge of the bench 8 inches. But I made all kinds of boxes, containers to hold various things in the last year.
So assembly table with fasteners and hardware right close to where you're going to use it. I apologize if this video is shaky.
Also over here, I think on our video last year I showed you I was going to have a bathroom in the shop. I like to hold work events to where I have all the machines set up with jigs and fixtures and have friends, family, and others in, and we actually produce some. But as you can see, we're getting a shop bathroom ready for basically those events and people and whatnot.
So this is all live edge cedar cut down from cut from a tree that was on my grandfather's property. Well, grandfather and grandmother's property.
I think we pointed it out last year, but I don't think we actually showed it much, and I apologize, it's not in order as much as I would like it. But we heat with wood, and I built what I call a wood bin wood drop, which I put in through the doors up here, and I have what I call my winter finishing area bench, and everything's encased within concrete walls here. It's completely totally separate from the house. But I do intend to put in a good ventilation system and also a flammable, more of a flammable storage area, because I do have some flammables in here.
Did we show them the bins?
I made, again, drawers, full extension glides, that I can store all kinds of screws, nuts, bolts in these cupboards. And Chris is taking you currently over to another cupboard where I was able to get the cupboard from a home ec room in a school that was totally stripped down, and then I've tweaked it for, again, all kinds of storage. I have my plumbing storage in here. The one thing I'd like to do, which I haven't done yet, is I would like to have every drawer labeled with what things are where. But as you can see, I made boxes basically out of 1/4-inch wood that I resawed and went from there, but have all kinds of storage areas, and even storage areas that I haven't put into full use yet. As you people know, in cupboards you can't use or have enough storage, and in a shop you can't have enough storage, and I want it to be out of the way so that it doesn't take up space in the shop.
All right, Dad.
That's basically it.
Okay, let's show them the table real quick.
The table.
And the garage.
Okay, I forgot about the table. have all kinds of projects going in here at all times. I've been making a lot of just spur of the moment gifts for people. One thing I've been making is a lot of desk name blocks for friends, for doctors, for commissioners, just on and on. I like doing it, like giving it to them.
Real quick, I'm going to show them your lumber rack. Show them what's on the rack. All these trees, I think he milled himself. Got some red elm, some oak, some cedar. Might be some Osage orange up there. That came from South Carolina. Some hickory down below there. A bunch of cut-offs. We just used a bunch of cherry.
Most of that wood was sawed on my grizzly bandsaw, to where I sawed it out of the logs.
Big old resaw blade that he uses.
Yeah, with a resaw blade.
So we're going out to the garage, which is his finishing area right now. Just want to show you a dining table. If you just want to show more of the features there. So this has, what, 4 coats of poly on it now?
Yeah. This is a table I designed for our area. Underneath is raised panels. On the other side is going to be raised panel doors.
Just going to get some natural light in here.
Raised panel doors will go over here.
So this is a permanent table.
It will be screwed. It will be screwed to the floor of our kitchen living area.
Now this is what I think is neat. This is his. Now this isn't attached yet, but this is the final end.
This will be attached with a bracket and a support, and it will be permanent.
Yep.
But it's basically a pull out.
And this is not at the final level. You just got it propped up there.
We can pull this out. Whatever length we want to extend the table to. With that in and the table the way you see it now, it is 10 feet long. The way I've designed this, it won't even fit our house, but it might be applicable in a future situation. But I made this pull out that we can put upward of 4 leaves in, which would then be sandwiched between this and the table itself. It's something I planned, designed for our family, because sometimes in family get-togethers we'll have anywhere from 16 to 22 people here at a time. And that finish is a little bit green yet, so I need to be a little bit careful.
Yeah. What I think is great about this is just the simplicity and the drawer for the leaf storage, and just the simplicity and design. I was actually looking at doing an expanding dining table myself and held off because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do the expansion. And that's just a nice, perfect, simple solution.
I'm sorry to interrupt here, but I'm not your usual person when it comes to wood finishing. I've always been more of a gloss person. I've always liked my polyurethanes because of their durability to chemicals and water.
And this is cherry.
Yeah, this is cherry that I cut from wind-damaged trees from my mother and father's lot here 6 years ago.
Let's take it on inside now. All right, and then quick project and shout out to what's his name? Oh my goodness. Well, I'll put a link in the description below, but this is some clamps I built for Dad while I was here. Didn't get to a whole lot of projects. But
meanwhile, one other thing, I'm constantly tweaking the house, tweaking the shop. I've had PEX tubing in both the shop floors and the house floors for heat. And within the last month, I've built a manifold system. And we now have hot water heat in the living side where we need it the most. Right now, the temperatures are below 20 here. And this system with the wood-fired unit does it all. Very pleased with how it heats.
Well, Dan, I think that about wraps it up. We're getting close to 10 minutes.
That's it.
I appreciate you taking us.
That's all I really have, and wrap up. And again, thanks for enjoying the visit in my dream shop. If you have any questions, I'm on Facebook, Carl Harpster. And anyhow, you can message me or do whatever you need to. You can see some things on those pages too. Okay.
Thanks for watching.